Alright, in this video we are going to cover something a little more in depth. We're going to cover creating custom links from specific searches. This way you can add a link on your website that will go to a particular area that is specific to your needs, like a city, a neighborhood, a community, or even a geolocation. An example of that is like all of these cities that we have in here, these are custom links. So if we click on one, the system is going to pull up homes in just that area because we defined what that search is going to be. That includes as well as communities. So it's pretty nice. You can get pretty granular with this, and you can really lay out your website with information and links directly to right where you want the person to go. So how do we do that? From our dashboard, we'll go ahead and go to Designs. We'll go to, this is your saved links area, and we'll go ahead and hit Create. The first thing it's going to want is what kind of a search do you want to do? So in this particular case, let's do a search on a community. So we'll come over here, we'll do an advanced search, and we'll hit next step. Alright, so let's scroll down to our communities area. Let's type in Port Royal. If you type in part of it, it'll load it. So we'll go ahead and add that in. If you want to add in more communities, you can to broaden the area. It's totally up to you. You can actually fill in this however you want. It doesn't have to be just community. You can do all kinds of searches and then save that as a specific link for your users. So now that we have just the community that we want, we'll go ahead and hit next step. We'll give it a name. You can add in a description and some keywords for the search engines. Here's the page it's going to play. I would recommend adding a title. And to match the rest of the site, we'll center it and set it as 1. And then you can assign an agent if you want. We'll go ahead and assign Ken and hit Save. So now that's created, we can go back to our saved links. We can go to Manage, and we can go find the one we just created right here. Now what we need to do is we need to get it into the community area. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to right-click and copy the link. And we're going to come over to our IDX. And we're going to go to Appearances and Menus. And we're going to add this to the IDX pages, which is this menu system right here. And here's Community, so we're going to create a custom link right here. So paste in, right click and paste in the link we copied over and add the title. And hit Add to Menu. We misspelled that, of course. So we'll come back down here and we'll click the triangle and we'll fix that. And now we'll drag it up to where we want it to be, which is under Communities. We'll add it right there. And you can add it any way you want to. That would be on the top line. So if it was there, it would show up right here. But we want it underneath the community search, so we'll drag it over. And now it's where we need it to be. And then we'll hit Save. Okay, and we'll come back. And now when we hit Update and refresh, it's not going to be here because this is the template for IDX. So what we need to do is we need to clear the IDX cache. So we'll come back over here. We'll go to Wrappers. We'll click Clear Cache. Then you'll see that it says it cleared it. Then we'll come back and reload. And now it'll show up underneath there. And when we click on it, the search will be automatic. So it found 48 homes in Port Royal, starting at 60 million and going down from there. Pretty intense place. But that's how you create a custom link to a community or a city or wherever you want it to be. If you want to edit the custom links, you want to change the way that they are actually working, you can go back to your saved links, manage links. We can go and click the edit button, and it loads this up right here at first, search criteria, and this will let us rebuild the search criteria. Maybe we want to do something a little bit different, and we want to add in another community. We can select another community to add. We can refine this however we want to refine it. And then we can hit save down at the bottom, and that link will automatically be updated. So now that you have a basic idea, you know that when you create a new saved link, it's going to ask you for a search type. But what if you want to do something that has a geofence around it, or you just want to map out a location of an area that's not a city, state, or a zip? So what we can do is we can come down to under here, standard results, and hit next. All right, we'll come down here. We'll zoom out a little bit. Let's just get our beach communities. So we'll start right about here at this inlet. We'll select the polygon. We'll start here. And every time you click, it'll add it to the list. We'll just come straight down. We'll kind of follow this road. And if you hold the mouse button down, you can drag to get more of your map. We'll come down to here. And we'll just come across. And now we'll work our way back up. And then again, you hold your mouse button down and drag. And it'll come back to the top. And we'll finish it. So now we have that area selected. We'll come down here and hit next. We'll just call this test for right now. We'll go ahead and format it like the rest of them. Give it somebody to look at. And now we have our saved link called test. And we're not going to create a page for it, but we can actually view it real quick by clicking on here and see what that looks like. And as you can see, it created that link. So there is what we created, and here's all the listings that fall within inside that geofence that we just created, which are just the beachfront properties. So that's how you use the map and the polygon tool to create a very specific area of where you want your listings to show.